Hi guys, and welcome to episode 25 of my Ymir multiplayer series. So, this is quite a big episode, or at least I think it's going to be a big episode. It's been a while now, which I've been at 50% tax, as I've covered in previous videos. But I've still had, come to the economy tab here, forced labour quite high at 35%. And in this video, I want to reduce forced labour. I don't know by how much. I think the very minimum will be 10%. But I might reduce it further. I don't think I can reduce it too much because I will literally go into negative budget balance. But the reason I want to reduce it is because I'm at a point now where I always have a comfortable amount of money. At the moment, I've got 1,600. I've just gone online now. I've got that much money. But I've also got thousands of coins worth in money ready to buy gold. So I've got lots of money. And as I covered last episode, the revelation I had, the more money you have, the worse your monetary unit value is. So we can see here my loyalty is actually starting to tank. I have no idea why it's hit so bad. I think it's because conflicts increased quite a lot. And I've reduced oligarch bribes quite a lot, saving me money. But I feel reducing forced labour is what I want to do at the moment. Like I said, got a good amount of money spare. I'm earning 155 coins. Plus I also sell stuff. So I don't need it this high. We're also in Redwood. I've upgraded these houses here to large houses, but also in Redwood finding jobs is still a major problem. I am getting 8 more inactives, but that seems to be the cap. I need more workers in that. So by reducing forced labour, the jobs actually produce more, which sort of means I don't need more workers. I produce more from the workers I've already got. Another thing I want to do this episode is scout with the falcons, who just, like I said last episode, a small little batch of scouts who I'm going to prospect. Well, memorise, not actually prospect, but just look for any metal tiles I can set outposts up. Because I looked into outposts and they're not as good as I thought they would be, so we just need to use them for metal, really. Well, at least at the moment. So yeah, that's the 2 things I want to cover in this episode. So let's start with the forced labour, because it's going to take a little bit of time for it to update all the statistics, like the budget balance and everything, so I'll get that done now. What I'm going to start with is 25%. So that's a 10% decrease. And it'll probably take us from about 340 coins to maybe about 200 coins. So we'll lose a lot of money, but at the same time, our tax income should increase. And what you've got to remember is, I won't be making as much money in the budget balance, but my people will be producing more, which means I could potentially sell more on the market. So it isn't just the face value, oh, the budget balance has gone down, it's not very good. So already actually this has taken effect, 0.7 rugs. So that should mean that my people are now 10% more efficient, as they get more stuff done. Should also help because, yeah, my waste has gone from around 9% to 3%, so it has helped with waste. But yeah, we'll just wait and see, and I'll be back maybe in about 5 minutes to see what it's like and if we want to reduce it down any more or keep it at about 25%. Okay guys, so it's been a bit of time, and it seems like it has updated. It's gone from 342 coins per tick from forced labour to 256. So it's been, yeah, around 100 coin decrease, just under 100 coin decrease per tick. But soon we should start to see the effects of having more production from these buildings. And already I will be able to do sort of small changes in the jobs due to us producing more in certain industries. But actually, I still think that's a little bit too much money for forced labour. So I'm going to reduce it by another 5% and keep it at 20%. Well, maybe we'll have to go a little bit higher, like 21 or 22%. But yeah, I'll try 20% because I really want to try and improve our score and produce a little bit more wealth, then make money. Because literally while this was happening, sure, resources, we sold some axes for about 19.5 coins. So on the markets, there is a lot of space to still make more money. Hammers, 10 coins. We could maybe try and sell some hammers with the axes. Shovels, no. Shovels, the price margin just isn't good enough. And yeah, I could sell it now. You've got 50% tax, but still not too interested. But there is a lot of ways for us to make more money. So I want to reduce forced labour even further. Okay, so the final change has happened, and we're now down to 200 coins generated from forced labour, which is around plus 15 budget balance. I'm really happy with this. I think it's exactly where I want it to be, because we've got so much money in the stock, not just 1,800, but probably about another 4,000 in gold money, that's what I call it anyway, that even if we're stagnant, we've still got money to spend, and we've also got plenty of resources to sell if we do need money, and to use, such as shovels, because this budget balance is taking into account the fact that I'm spending 4.4 buying 4.4 worth of shovels per tick. So we can stop buying stuff like that. So I'm really happy with where this is. And there's also a few industries to edit, which could obviously generate us more wealth. So for example, the farms down here, 65% usage for this one. And these ones all about 80. So I can actually transfer all this farm's contents to these other farms and save 3 workers here, put them into another industry. Also, we got to remember, all my hamlets also work off forced labour. So the farms in those hamlets, the mines, all of that will actually have also improved. So I need to go produce more on those farms, which is actually why I took off this. I thought I did anyway. So we actually do need more hoes. I've been fucking selling them all. Yeah, look, I've made 1,300 in selling hoes. So actually, we do need more hoes. I need to stop selling them, because we're going to need to plant a lot of new fields. Shovels, though, the reason I'm buying a lot of shovels is not to sell them, which I could do if they rose quite high. But really, for when I open my second city, I'm going to need to build a lot of houses and a lot of industry that's all going to require shovels. It's much cheaper for me to produce them myself than it is to buy them on the market. You can also see our industries are also producing much more than they were before. Potteries are now at 0.2 instead of being in a deficit, producing 1.7 extra cider, loads of extra cloves again, leather cloves as well, textiles, all of these goods. But actually, cloves and leather cloves, well, not leather cloves actually, sorry, just cloves, they actually have gone over the 12 demands. So I need to think about potentially getting another merchant in, but it's a bit of a waste of a job in my opinion at the moment, while I only have 1 extra. Also, look at this. We're now over the growth. We're now at plus 14 growth, and I haven't changed anything apart from reduced forced labour. So I'm a little bit confused about how that has meant more growth, but nice. Also, because we have increased our wealth, monetary unit value has gone up, but we've still got 1,800 in the bank, so I want to spend this money on something so my monetary unit value goes up even more. And you can see, for example, these doctors or artisans will be able to have full purchasing power over the alcohols, which now I want. Actually, no, I don't have any merchants either for the alcohol, so I'm at 24, which is the perfect amount for my merchants. So I just need more jobs at the moment, so I want to get my city to grow. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort out these fields. I'm also going to go sort out the hamlets, see how many fields with them I can get plopped down, but probably not many with these hoes, and I don't particularly want to buy any for 5 coins when I've been selling them for 4. So I'll get that all done, and then I also want to get prospecting. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so that is the first farm done in Redwood. Saved 3 jobs there, and they'll automatically assign to the best positions. Now I'm going to go do the hamlets, and I'll see how many new fields I need to build. Okay, so I've just had a look in Appleville, and yeah, there's around 10% space on all the farms. And so obviously I'm going to get new fields planted. But I think I'm going to stop producing any more cotton. If we look in Redwood, 1,620 cotton I have in storage. And I'm still getting 5.5 per tick, with 1.8 more in Appleville ready to send over. So rightly, as the name says, I think I'm only going to produce apples from now on in Appleville. And Wheaton, obviously wheat. Southfields, apples and cows. And Westfields, probably more apples. So I'm going to have a lot of apple surplus, which is good though, because I'm still producing a lot of cider. But the apple market is still very saturated. But with a price as low as 1.2, I could sell at 1.6 and still make a decent profit. Okay, so very quickly, I have run out of hose. I managed to get 3 of the 4 farms done, so this one's still at 86%, and I haven't touched any of the other hamlets. So over the next few days, I will produce more hose, ready to upgrade these fields, well, produce more fields, I should say. I could put I don't know, I will actually put a buy order for hose, but only a low one, but yeah, 3 or 3.5. I'm not spending 5 coins on them. When I don't particularly need to, especially when I'm already producing some. Okay, so with all that first bit of the episode out of the way, with looking at the effects of lowering forced labour, I'm now going to get prospecting. So I've got the falcons here, and the reason I'm happy with the falcons is because I can do everything I could do with the royal soldiers without actually taking the royal soldiers. Because the royal soldiers, obviously, let's say I went and claimed this piece of land here. The royal soldiers are just sat here for 7-8 hours, leaving my capital undefended, and also meaning the loyalty in the capital would go to probably 0. It takes a long time for loyalty to change, but it's not something I want to risk. So having a small batch of soldiers here, yes, they cost state power, but it allows me to do things like claiming territory, prospecting, scouting, all of that, without having to lose or not have my main army present. So I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to scout all these hills. I'll probably skip a lot of this footage out, but when I find something, I will let you know. Okay guys, so I scouted some of those hills. I didn't check all of them, but just flat, so not flat, that's going to be upset, hilly, boring desert tiles. But I thought I would check the one that was already here from one of the other nations that disappeared. Gronkisar is what it was called. And look what I found. Beautiful. A silver deposit. And this is a fucking huge silver deposit as well. Or at least it's on the large side. This is what I was hoping for. Something like this. Copper. Yeah, a lot of it on the market, but it's still nice getting outposts. Tin, yes, is good, but gold or silver. So I've got my scouts down here. I haven't checked any farther in these areas, because obviously when these were last checked by the person who I took this from, this was like before copper was even around, let alone tin. So I might want to check these hills, and I might want to check in this direction as well. But yeah, already, that's one outpost. Really, really, really good to get set up. So, I'm going to go do that. I am going to head my scouts back, the falcons, and I'm not going to get rid of them. I am going to keep them. But what I'm probably going to do, actually, is get rid of 4 of them, because I actually want the workers, and I don't think I need 4. Sorry, I don't think I need 5. I think 1 is literally fine. So I'll get rid of them. So disband. Mount to disband. Oh, here we go. Then I got 1 person left. And I'm going to actually get some settlers made, ready to get the outpost up. So settlers. Defenders are ready, I don't really care what they're called. Porcos. You don't want to start too low, because otherwise it takes absolutely forever to produce any more porcos. So I probably want to start something with 10. And 10. 10 sows and 10 porcos. I don't know how outposts work in terms of resource sort of transfer. I don't know if it's like hamlets where they're connected to your capital and so they can pick and choose resources without you having to take them there. I don't know if you can transfer resources back to the capital in a one-way sort of transfer system like you can with hamlets, or you have to manually do it. I've already talked about this before. I don't know. What I'm assuming I'll have to do is set up a market. So I can transfer resources, but I have to buy and sell with my internal markets, and that's how I transfer the resources, which is absolutely fine. That probably means I will need to put a good amount of basic resources here. Enough especially to build a builders and a market, so that way I can easily buy resources straight from my capital or on the market set up. But yeah, that silver deposit will be really, really nice. It's nothing like absolutely game changing. It's just a very nice source of putting my cash into a wealth sort of system. I don't know, that's a terrible way of explaining it, but the silver allows me to spend my cash, so I don't have all this money just lying around that's hurting my monetary wealth unit. It allows me to put it into silver, which gives me a nice bit of wealth, and then also once, representative money comes out, I can get a little bit more wealth from that. So yeah, the silver will be useful. I probably won't sell any, I'll just stock it all, but it'll be something in the background ticking away, which will be helpful. So yeah guys, I'm going to end that episode there. Next episode, I'm going to focus on trying to get that outpost set up and see what else we can do. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, leave the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content. I know I keep saying this, but it does help me out. I know I'm the only Ymir YouTuber, but as I'm going into other games, more subscribers does help me get seen by more people. And also, I said this before, but if you are interested in chatting with me, want to give me advice, you want to ask for advice on some other games I play or on this game, or you just maybe want to play games, join my Discord, it's in the description, and I'll be excited to see you there. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in episode 26.